Good morning, Praise Fellowship folks. Your crazy pastor Rick Rollin approached us. He said he needed some video clips. Apparently he thinks that the local church is important. And not just your local church, but even our local church. And so he asked us just to share a few thoughts about what we think about the local church and how you actually need us and we need you. What do you think about that, man?
Right, so Pastor PJ and I, we've been thinking a little bit about what global church means and also what local church means and how local church fits in with global church and how that all works. And we were thinking about church being today, local churches are kind of so fragmented. You guys over in Praise Fellowship are over there, you're doing your thing, serving the mission and the ministry and advancing the kingdom there, and that's good. And we're over here in Sugar Grove with a bunch of other churches, and we're trying to serve our mission and ministry and advance the kingdom. And it seems like there are a lot of churches all over the place in different communities in various places. And it almost seems like the picture could be kind of fractured, but it's not really fractured. We're all part of that bigger global church and bigger picture. And so we're all part of the big picture, really. So Pastor PJ and I've got a wonderfully sophisticated illustration for you right here to help you understand what it is to be part of the global church as a local church. So here it is. This is a piece of the jigsaw puzzle.
Praise Fellowship.
Praise Fellowship.
You're your own piece. You're autonomous. You have your own things that you do, your own shape and design.
Sweet, you're looking good.
But an entire picture you do not make. But check this out. Are you ready for it? This is high tech.
Wow.
Sugar Grove Free Methodist Church. We are autonomous. We have our own shape, the things that we do and how we serve the kingdom, but we are not a whole picture either. But check it out. Wait for it. Oh yeah.
Ooh. You get it? There we are. Now, we may not necessarily be connecting in this real way all the time. It's difficult for us, I think, the geography for one thing, and the distance and our different ministry emphasis here and your ministry emphasis there. It's not as clear cut as us just connecting with you in that way. That doesn't mean we're not connected. We are all interconnected. And we're like the jigsaw puzzle pieces. You can have one jigsaw puzzle piece that's in the top left-hand corner of a big puzzle, and another piece is in the bottom right-hand corner of a big puzzle. And they're not directly connected, but they're part of the big picture. So this is what Pastor PJ and I have been thinking, there are churches everywhere, not just Praise Fellowship, not just Sugar Grove Free Methodist. We're all over the place. It's a big kingdom picture, right? And sometimes we don't directly connect, and we aren't directly involved in mission emphasis or ministry ideas, but that doesn't mean we're not connected. It seems in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul was writing letters and epistles all over to various little local churches and fellowships.
Who seem fragmented all over the place.
Seemed fragmented in the culture that they lived in, and they were ministering to various aspects of that culture, and all those little churches had a different colour to them and a different outline to how they ministered, but boy, they were all part of that big picture. And the Apostle Paul reminded them of that a lot.
Yeah.
So I think your pastor Rick is trying to remind you and remind us that that's what we're part of. We're part of that big kingdom picture.
And how much we need each other. You love Jesus over there at Praise Fellowship. We love Jesus here in Sugar Grove. We want to see His kingdom come, His kingdom work here on the earth. But we can't do it all. We don't have all the gifts required to minister to the whole entire world, just like you guys don't. But how much do we need each other? Rely on each other.
Right.
As even just different parts of the same communities, we need each other so much. So even though we might not get together all the time and do stuff together all the time, it's really important that we realize how much we need each other in that bigger picture, and root for each other, support each other, care about what the different fellowships are doing, to come alongside maybe a fellowship that's struggling, do what we can do to make sure that the body of Christ is healthy.
That's right. Yeah, so we want to encourage you guys, and your pastor's doing a great job there in this series that he's producing. Maybe I'd like to have him come here and talk to us some Sunday about that, and set up a time for him to come. But it seems like it's an appropriate message, and it's something we all need to be reminded of pretty regular, so we don't get into our own little vacuum, our own little bubble, and think that we're it and we're all about it. There's more to the kingdom ministry than just us and just you guys there. So we are encouraging you this morning, and we're supporting you this morning. We trust you're enjoying worship and ministry there in Praise Fellowship.
See you guys.
See ya.
Thanks, Rick. Take care, man.